The Roseville community continues to mourn the death of 3 young men killed in a crash over the weekend.
And the California Highway Patrol says the 21-year-old driver was speeding along Vineyard Road when the car hit a pole and flipped. Let's go to ABC 10's Bridget Biorlo, joining us live from a growing memorial near the crash site. So, Bridget, what are you learning about the victims?
Well, Bria, we're still waiting to learn the identities of all 3 of the victims, but I can tell you that all 3 men were 21 years old who died right near where I'm standing here in Roseville when CHP says the BMW they were riding in hit a pole, lost control, rolled several times before crashing into this brick gate you see right here. As you can see, the pillars are knocked off their foundation, and it's also the site of a growing memorial where friends and family have been stopping by, leaving flower displays, balloons, and candles, all in memory of these 3 young lives that were lost over the weekend just after 2 a.m. on Sunday. Now, we are learning from friends who are identifying one of the victims as 21-year-old Lane Castro, a graduate of Oakmont High School here in Roseville, and we are speaking with one of his former classmates who's remembering Lane as a well-loved person with a passion for music.
Lane was a producer, he was a friend. I got to know Lane through making music and through doing shows with Lane. I remember we did our first show ever in the back of a barbershop. Just getting to know him and getting to hear more about his story and more about his passion for music, I feel like just grew us as friends.
They certainly had a strong bond, and all 3 of these young men will be remembered, as you can see by the memorial you see here live. And just looking once again at this knocked over fence, it speaks to the force and the impact of this crash that killed all 3 of these men instantly at the scene. I will tell you, Bria, after being out here for several hours now, the speed limit on this road, Vineyard Road, where these 3 died in the crash, the speed limit 45 miles per hour, and several cars have been far exceeding that. So it is a good reminder to take it slow out there, abide by the speed limits, especially when it's nighttime. It's dark, hard to see. There were no street lights that we could see when we drove out here early this morning.
Yeah, Bridget, do we know if that might have been a factor that led up to this crash?
Well, that's what detectives are saying so far. The driver was speeding when he crashed, but they also are conducting a toxicology report to see if there's any drugs or alcohol that played a role as well. This investigation is still underway.
Yeah, feeling for the friends and family of these victims, and hopefully we'll learn the identities of the other 2 soon. Bridget, thank you.